Good morning, my friends. It's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I am going through my good midlife crisis, where I have been journeying through my 40s, working super hard to get my poop in a group. And in order to do this, I have been working on my physical, my financial, and my mental health. Welcome to my physical and mental health vlogs. This is going to be the third week of January of 2026. Today is Sunday. I do not know what day it is. The 18th. Today is Sunday, the 18th of January, and I am about to go step on my scale. I am going to go get this week started with a weigh-in, and that's normally how we do things around here. If you watched last week's vlog, welcome back. Hopefully everything is back on track. Last week's vlog was actually a 2-weeker because I was on a cruise. It started off chaotically. There was a rush to get to the cruise port. There was a rush to get home from the cruise port. But we made it. The cruise itself was fantastic. And that video is about to go live, honestly, in like 5 minutes. 4 minutes. That video will be going live in 4 minutes, so we'll see how that does. But in the meantime, I was up a little bit. I was 243.6 yesterday, or 242.6 yesterday when I did my way out for the 2-week period, but that is because, one, I had been on vacation, like eating all the foods. I hadn't taken my medications. I am on a tirzepatide journey, and I had started my period, so I was so I take birth control. I'm female. And I take birth control, and I do that to regulate my hormones. And because it would have like ended the day I was getting off the ship, like that was the day the pills, I just took an extra couple of days to stave it off. So normally by the time I do my way in, way out, the period is like over, but it was just starting. So yeah, I've been retaining water, but I think I'm past the retaining water part. So hopefully today will be better. So let's go get on the scale here in just a second. And we'll get the weigh-in, and then we'll get the day started. It is almost 8 o'clock already on Sunday morning, so I have got to go get ready for church and get out of here. And then I'm going to clean my house. Nathan's parents. Nathan is my roommate. If y'all are new here, welcome. Thanks for coming. I'm so excited you're here. I hope you find this interesting, entertaining, informative, and you stick around and join me and join my community. It's not a paid membership. It's just hit subscribe. Come with me. Yeah. So Nathan's parents were here watching the house and the dogs and the cat. And it's not like they're not dirty people. They just leave stuff places, and like, it's not my standard of clean. And so I want to re-clean my house. Plus their dog, 30 minutes before they were leaving yesterday, their dog knocked down the giant IKEA picture that's normally on the wall, and all my stuff that goes on that wall over there in that corner. Here's the IKEA picture. That stuff is all for donation. So yeah, that's also something I have to do. Get this to the recycling. I have so much to do today. So I'm going to go start with my way in, and then get dressed and go to church, and I'll see y'all in just a sec. So I did just verify. I was 242.3 yesterday at my way out. So let's see where I am today. 239.2, much more in line with where I think I should be. 239.4 to start week 3 of January. First thing for today, I'm going to make my bed, and in just a couple of minutes I'm going to give my video a watch back, though I don't have time to watch the whole thing. But man, every time I edited that thing, every time I looked at it, that's 2-week vlog, it's way longer than my normal vlogs, and I noticed something else wrong, so I just want to see how many mistakes I can catch. Sorry if it was really mistakey, but I'm going to start with making my bed, and I'll see y'all on the other side with a made bed. Okay, it's about 8:40, and I just made myself some eggs for breakfast. I'm going to eat these, finish my coffee, which is here on the island, and then get to church. So I just opened the blinds because I like to have the sun, but now I can't see anything. Oh, yay! Hey! So I'm going to eat this and get to church, and I'm probably going to run to Costco and grab a couple of things that we are super low on, because we were going to go before the trip, but it was on the way to Costco that we got the notification that the flight was canceled, so we just ran to H-E-B and came home and left. So I didn't get to Costco, so I need to go to Costco. I'll probably do that after church. So come with me. Okay, I am at my church, but I wanted to check in because I got my Dutch Brothers. I'm so excited. It'll be my first Dutch Brothers in like 2 weeks. All right, I'm gonna get myself in there because I have like 5 minutes. So, all right, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I am home. I did not get to Costco because somebody is on her way up to buy my kayak. So we went to lunch at Jersey Mike's, and then I was only like not even halfway through my sandwich. Then Nathan texted and said somebody was on her way up. So I came home and I washed it. And now she's gonna come here and buy my kayak. The kayak has been picked up. My background has been put back together. The picture has been hung. And now I am going to go get ready to head to Costco since I did not have time to go after church. But I still need the things that I needed this morning because I didn't get them. So I'm going to go get ready to go. Costco run done, but Nathan wanted to get lawn bags and then we forgot the lawn bags. So we stopped at Chipotle for dinner. Did not record it. I ate about a quarter of my steak bowl, which I have the rest of it over there. I can't reach it. And now we're at HEB so he can get some lawn bags and then we're going to go home and he's going to finish raking the lawn. And I think I'm just going to chill. I will probably get up and like do some vacuuming and random like chores as the day progresses, but I don't have any like need to do things today. I do need to wash the sheets on the bed where Nathan's parents were because Jay's coming next month. But that doesn't have to be today. Anyway, just updating you while Nathan's not in the car because he laughs at me / gets irritated at me depending on the mood he's in when I record. So, all right, I'll check in with y'all in a bit. It is 4:08. I am home. I decided to make myself a cup of coffee in my fancy new, I don't know how you say Caribbean or Caribbean. It's Caribbean cruising mug that I got on my very recent Caribbean cruise. I made myself coffee. It is extremely full, so I'm being very careful. And then I am eating what are known as little balls of delicious in this house. They are some gluten-free cake pops that Jenny makes. They are amazing, and she sent them home with me because Wade's birthday was, well, yesterday, but we celebrated it on Friday, so I have some gluten-free cake pops, and I'm catching up with, well, this is Shay, but I'm catching up with Kaylee and Shay on their vlog from their trip to California. So, well, they just got home in the vlog. They're home now. So, I'm going to do that, work on my budget over here, and just chill for the evening. I think that's my plan. So, I will check in with y'all again at some point. Hello, friends. It is 5:30 on the dot, and I was sitting here getting started working on my budget for February, and I was watching a Lalito Loco, the cruise show. I was watching that, and then it auto-played my December budget when I went up to use the restroom. So whatever, I'll let that play. But I used the restroom, and Nathan's parents replaced my bidet while they were here. Like the old one that I had that Jaden had broken years ago. And it was still on my toilet. I never replaced it. I just didn't use it, but they replaced it. So I was just, and I thought I was using the auto clean one, and I pushed that button and I just sprayed myself like all down my leg with bidet water. So I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and go take a shower because I know the water coming out of that is clean. It just feels gross. So I feel gross. So I'm going to go take a shower and then I'll come back and work on this later. Just thought I'd share that. Be careful which button you push on those bidets, okay? All right, it is 9:28 and I finished getting my budget ready for February. I know it's a little early, but I wanted to see where I was after all the vacation spending and if I could afford to just cover it like right now. And I can, so I did. Not the reimbursable, but the vacation spending. So we're good. I also am trying to work in extra money into vacation spending because, like I mentioned before, we want to go on a cruise when Jaden gets home. So if I start planning now, it won't be a big deal in a year from now. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna get to bed. It's 9:30. I gotta go brush my teeth and go to sleep. Tomorrow, this next week, will be the first full week that I have worked in like a month. Since Christmas, since like the week before Christmas, because the week of Christmas, I didn't work the day of Christmas. The week after that was New Year's when I went on my trip, and then I was gone the whole next week, and then I only worked Tuesday through Friday last week. So this will be the first full week that I'm working since the week before Christmas. Hopefully I do okay. We'll see. All right, I'm going to go to bed. Good night. Good morning. Happy Monday. I just made myself some breakfast. Eggs and coffee in my pretty new cup that I got on my cruise. And I took the trash out. Y'all, we had 2 bags of trash, which just never happens here. I think we normally end up with 1 bag of trash for the entire week. We had already some trash in the trash can outside, and then 2 bags of trash that I took out this side and this morning and the composting. It was a lot. It took a long time, and I should have done it last night, and I didn't. So now it is, 7:05, and I'm about to get to work. 7:06, I'm about to go get my day started on a very long week. Nathan's off because it's Martin Luther King Day. They don't give us that for healthcare, so I'm gonna go get to work. Hello, friends. It is 12:09. I have just heated up some leftover Chipotle from yesterday. I've got the chimichurri sauce and my water, and I had finished all of my calls for the day because I had 2 more this afternoon and they got canceled, but then I just had another one where they called me about something that's not working correctly. Nothing I have to fix, unfortunately. It's something that's not working correctly for my team that I need somebody else to fix. So that's going to be another call when they have more information on that for me. But anyway, other than that, I should have no more calls, and I'm going to try to get some of my Monday report stuff done as I eat my lunch. So we'll see how today goes. It is 6 o'clock. I have just made dinner. I have some tortellini with the pink sauce. It's Alfredo with tomato sauce in it. And I got my tax forms from YouTube and from my main job, my 9 to 5, my 7 to 6. And I am going to try to work on my taxes tonight and see if I'm going to owe or what's going to happen. We also got dates that Jaden should be home next year so we can start actually looking at cruises. I'm thinking, and this is just an idea that kind of half formed in my brain. I have not made any decisions yet, but I'm thinking maybe I can stay in the cabin with my mom this year and put my camper money toward a cruise. We'll see, because I really don't want to stay in the cabin with my mom, but we'll see. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go work on my taxes. I'd show you my screen, but it's got my tax info on it, so I'm not going to show you my screen. But I'm going to eat my dinner and do my taxes, and I will see y'all later. Taxes are done, and I'm actually going to get a very small refund this year, like $200, because, and it's all thanks to YouTube, because I didn't make a super lot of money, which is fine, and I don't do it to make the money, but I did make some money, but I spent more money on stickers and editing software and like the budget book. I spent more money on that than I did that I made, so it reduced my taxable income, so I got a refund. Otherwise I was going to owe about $60, but anyway, that's done. I will be getting a refund probably next month in February, and that's done. I'm going to look at some cruises for next February. I think that's my plan for tonight. It's 7-Eleven, and I didn't finish all of my dinner, but I ate what I could. But yeah, I think that's my plan for tonight. I'm just gonna hang out and daydream about next February. Nothing's gonna get finalized, but I'm gonna look. It's 9:54. I'm trying to be super accurate for no reason whatsoever, but it is 9:54, and I am about to go to bed. It is now 9:55, in case you're keeping track. I just remembered that tomorrow is Tuesday, and I am so out of the habit of going to the gym. But I set my alarm for 5, so we'll see if I can get up. I make no promises, but I'm going to try. So hopefully I will see you at the gym tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I am realizing that I have not checked in yet this morning. It's 7:34. I've been sitting here at my desk for a little while. I've been up since 6. I did not go to the gym. Y'all, I did not sleep well at all last night. I could not fall asleep. I have a lot on my brain that I will talk about at another time when I'm not in the middle of getting my morning stuff done. But I just couldn't fall asleep last night. So yeah, I could not wake up. My alarm went off, and I thought about getting up, and I was like, no, change that to 6. And so I did not get up. But I am now at work, trying to run my Monday report that wouldn't run yesterday, and it's still not running, so I don't know what to do about that. I haven't eaten yet. I'm not hungry. I did take my shot yesterday afternoon, so hopefully that will, I'll get back on track. I had missed the week, so we'll see. Anyway, I just wanted to check in and say good morning, and that I did not go to the gym, but I do need to go, so maybe I can go later or at least do something at home. Okay, bye! Okay, it is 11:30, and I am finally feeling like I might be able to eat something, so I made myself some eggs. I still have water. And I am still working. My report never did run, so I'm working on other stuff, other fires that have been popping up all day, and stomping them out as they pop. So I'll see y'all later. I promise I'm not going to show you footage of this, but I think my cat has decided that he is an indoor princess now, and it's too cold to go outside because he's magically all of a sudden started using his litter box, which I don't think he's used in 2 years. So now I'm going to have to buy litter because I have to clean the cat box. And I haven't had to do that in a very long time, but it's cold outside and I don't think he wants to go out there. Anyway, just thought I'd give you an update on that. Okay, bye. Hello, it is 6:37, and my friend Randy came over this evening, so I actually stopped working about 30 minutes early and spent some time with him, hanging out. I hadn't seen him since before Christmas. I think I hadn't seen him since before Thanksgiving or right after Thanksgiving. It's been a minute, so it was good to catch up with him for a little bit. And then I went in and treated myself to a hot bath because, y'all, it's getting cold here. The temperature is just dropping. And I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to revamp my budget because we booked a cruise. And it's for February of next year. So I have a whole year to plan this. And I'm thinking one of the things I'm going to do is give up the camper for high and stay in the cabin with my mom for another year. Because I'd rather go on the cruise than sleep in the cabin. Than not sleep in the cabin. I think that's my plan. I'm going to go revamp my budget, but I think I need like $350 a month for the cruise, because it's got to be paid off by November. So that's between now and November, $350 a month, and $250 that was already going to the camper. So instead of trying to come up with another $350, now I only have to come up with $100, which I think I can do by cutting out wild grain, which I love, but would rather go on a cruise. But I'm going to sit down and work and see where I can pull everything from and what I can do, because this is not going to affect my payoffs. I'm still paying everything off by the end of this year, Lord willing. That is the goal. This is just something we want to do. I know I've talked about it before, but Jaden will be home and we want to take him. So, okay, we'll see how this goes. I'll let y'all know. Okay, my friends, it is already 9:30, 9:44. Oh my goodness, it's almost 10 o'clock, and I am about to go to bed. I worked on my budget again. It's almost the same. I made a couple of tweaks that should cover the cruise. I'll be fine with the cruise. I can probably get it paid off even earlier. It's not due till November, but I can probably pay it off before that. But anyway, I'm going to go to bed because I'm exhausted. I did not sleep well last night, and I need to sleep. I'm thinking about going and getting a coffee tomorrow morning. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, good night. Good morning. It is Wednesday, and I have made myself some eggs. I'm not super hungry, but I realized I hadn't eaten since those eggs I made yesterday, so I decided to eat. I also went to I was going to go to Dutch Brothers, but I couldn't order ahead, and I was afraid the line would be too long. So I went to PJ's, and I got myself my coffee. Nathan got himself a coffee, but I did not get a muffin. I wasn't feeling a muffin. That's what made me realize I probably needed to eat something. I was like, I haven't eaten. I need to eat. I just don't want a muffin. So I'm going to eat my eggs and go get to work. It is 6:57, so just on time. It's just after 7, and I realized I still have half a sandwich from Jersey Mike's from Sunday. It's Wednesday. I'm assuming it's still good. I'm going to try it. We'll see. So I may or may not eat this, but I'm going to try. I still have coffee and water, so that's what I'm going to do while I keep on working. So I feel like all of my check-ins are like the same thing, and I didn't check in because I had nothing to check in about. Not eating dinner. I had breakfast and lunch, and I'm just still very full. It is 6:30. I've talked to my mother twice. I've talked to my nephew once, but I did miss a call from him. I have washed the sheets and the blanket from the guest room, and my laundry is in the washer, and I vacuumed this room. So I'm having a day. I'm having a pretty productive day. I just, like, I don't film myself doing chores. Maybe I should film myself doing chores. I don't know. But I now am just chilling on the couch. I'm going to start compiling some footage to get it off my phone. Sorry. And I'm going to try to go to bed a little early tonight so I can make it to the gym tomorrow because I didn't get there on Tuesday. So that is my plan for this evening. I am sure I will check in again before I go to bed. But I just don't have anything to check in about. So, but life's pretty boring right now. And I'm enjoying the boringness. It's been chaotic the last couple of weeks. I'm really enjoying the boring. I decided to switch it up and come outside to do my goodnight check-in because the last clip I was saying, all my clips are the same, so I'm going to change it up. Not that I've never filmed out here, but I came out to let Charlie go potty one more time before bed, and then I am going to go put my clothes in the dryer and go to bed myself. It is just about 9 o'clock. I never took my watch off asleep. It's 8:59, so I need to get clothes in the dryer, teeth brushed, and then to bed so that I can get up and go to the gym in the morning. So I'm going to say goodnight now, and I will see y'all in the morning, hopefully at the gym, Becky. Go to the gym. Good morning. I made it to the gym. I'm about to get out of the car. I just wanted to check in and say good morning, and then I'm going to go do my workout. So happy Thursday. I'm at the gym. It is, I don't know, 5:60, y'all. I made up a time. I think it's like 5:40. So I'll see you on the other side. Okay, I'm done. I did 40 minutes. It is now 6:20. I've decided to not go get coffee, but I needed that workout. I needed that. I feel so much better, and I really, really, really needed to stretch my hips. My hip flexors, like, they've been so tight and hurting, so I'm glad I did what I call good girl, bad girl. I don't know what the actual machines are called. I couldn't do the cage to stretch because people were on it the entire time, but I can stretch at home. It was really good to use the machine. So I'm going to go to the P.O. box because the post office is not very far from here, and I'm going to stop and grab because I should have something. I don't know if it's a package or a letter or something. Somebody sent me something, so thank you. I'm going to go grab it because I didn't get there this weekend, and this next weekend it's going to be icy and snowy, so I won't get out. So I'm going to go grab that and get home. I'll make some breakfast. I don't feel hungry, but I know I need to eat something. And get to work. So I'll see y'all when I get home. Box acquired. Now I'm going home for breakfast and work. So I'll open this when we get home. Okay guys, I am home. Let's see what's in this box real quick. And this camera has dropped like to long form. Oh my goodness, twice. Oh y'all. Got some more treats for the pups. They're going to be so happy. Oh, some little rawhide. They're not rawhide, but yeah, they are rawhide. Like chews, like treats for the puppies. And my salt storage box. Okay, thank you. Let me see who this is from. How about that? How about we see who this is from? Okay, this is from Libby. Thank you, Libby. You're the best. You're awesome. My boys are going to be so excited. Let me see. Let me see if I can get them a treat. I'm going to stop this before it drops again and then I'll film the boys. Okay, we're sitting. Oh, say thank you, Libby. Come here, Chad. Sit. It's a good boy. Sit. Chad doesn't sit until like the third or fourth request, but he will sit if he's such a good boys. Okay. Thank you, Livia. I appreciate you so much. All right, I'm gonna go make my breakfast and get to work. Okay, I am at my desk. Ooh, I'm spilling candy because I tried to move this and the lid fell off. Okay, I'm at my desk. I have my eggs. I have my water. This is like what I took to the gym. That's what's left. And I have my coffee. And I am logging onto my computer. It restarted overnight, so I need to log back into everything. It did like an update. So that's everything. All right, I'm going to get to work and I'll see y'all later. Guys, I think I can't remember what I mentioned. I know in last week's vlog, the last week's two-weeker vlog, that my mom had told me she couldn't lift her leg and she couldn't get into her car and she couldn't get into her bed and she couldn't get onto her couch. Last night she told me that her left arm has been tingly and numb. My mom has congestive heart failure. I almost called it CHF because that's what we call it. My mom has congestive heart failure, and this is very concerning. So her nurse made her go to the doctor today. She has home health. Her nurse was like, you need to go to the doctor. They don't have any appointments. Go to the walk-in clinic. My cousin took her to the walk-in clinic this morning. And my cousin just called me and said that they won't even take her vitals because they think she had a stroke, and they're sending her to the emergency room to get a CAT scan. And it's Thursday, it's my busy day, and obviously I would cancel all of my calls and go be with her, but my cousin's like, nope, I got this. My cousin's a therapist, a PTA, a physical therapy assistant, so she's got medical training, she knows what she's doing, her kids are with her mother-in-law, she's on it. I just feel helpless and useless, and I wish that she would have gone to the doctor that day. I told her to go to the doctor. Why? Parents and teenagers, man. Parents and teenagers. All right, I'm actually officially late for a call, so I've got to go. Okay, bye. Okay, y'all. My boss kicked me out, and I am just getting to the hospital where my mom is. I didn't get here before the doctor got into her room, but my cousin called and speakerphoned me in to the exam, and what the doctor is saying, he doesn't think it's a stroke, but he doesn't know what it is. So that's good. At least it's not a stroke. But I'm gonna go in and spend some time with my mom, so I'll let y'all know what happens. Okay, it is 8:36. My mom is admitted and in a room, and I am heading home for the evening, and then I will head back here tomorrow morning, so I don't know if that's going to affect my YNAB video or not, but we'll see. But I'm gonna come up here as early as I can to get home before the weather starts, and I don't know if they're going to, how long they're going to keep her, or if when they discharge her, if they will discharge her to home or to a rehab. She cannot lift her leg at all. She can't move it. They found some fluid on her heart, and they're just going to monitor her and give her some therapy. So we'll see how this goes. This is not how I intended to spend my Thursday night. I was going to go snuggle a baby. One of my wine ladies had a baby a couple of weeks ago, and she was bringing him. But instead, I hung out with my mom, which is good. I needed to do that. And, okay, now I'm going to go home. I got to stop and get some gas. And then I'm going to be home. And I haven't eaten, but I'm not going to eat at 9 o'clock at night. So I'm just going to go home and go to bed, and I'll eat in the morning. But I will check in with y'all tomorrow. Okay, I know I said I'd see you tomorrow, but I stopped for gas. And y'all know I budget $25 for my gas. $24.97, and it stopped itself. I was just gonna let it go till it was full because I have to come back here tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Now I'm gonna go drive home. Bye. Happy Friday morning. It is 9:08. I just finished filming my YNAB video. I'm going to take my laptop with me, and by going to, I mean it's in my car. And I'm headed up to the hospital, and so I will try to upload it from there. I have no idea how good the hospital Wi-Fi is, but it's already 9 o'clock, and I don't want to wait anymore before I leave to go see my mom. I ordered some breakfast tacos from La Tapatia. I haven't had those in a long time, and I need to eat something. I haven't eaten since yesterday morning, so I'm going to eat those on the road. I don't know if I'll eat both of them or just one, but I'm going to eat them, and I'm going to get up there. So I will keep y'all updated. They don't think it's a stroke now. They don't know for sure, but they don't think so. They just don't know what it is. So they're going to admit her. I suggested rehab. I think she might benefit from a couple weeks stay at rehab to get her strength back up, but we'll see. It's not up to me. It's up to the doctor, obviously, and to my mom. If she doesn't want to go, they can't make her go. But I personally think that would be best for her. So I'm off to get my tacos and then to see my mom, and I will check in with y'all in a bit. Bye. Tacos acquired. I have water, and there's a Dutch Brothers across the street from the hospital, so I'll probably grab one of those when I get closer to her, and just drink my water on the way there. So I am going to doctor my taco up and then get on the road. Well, I'm here. My mom isn't. I guess I took her for testing before I got here, so. To thy brother. Chicken, rice, salad. Diet Pepsi. Okay, guys, I haven't checked in, like, at all today, but I left the hospital. Mom is still staying there. They're going to set her up on home health with my agency when she does discharge, but hopefully they won't discharge her home until after all this weather. The temperature has dropped significantly, but it's not freezing yet. I'm here at HEB. I'm going to run in and grab like 2 things that I don't desperately need, but I'm not sure when we're going to be able to get out again and what's going on. So I'm just going to make sure I'm good. So anyway, if they don't have it, it's not a big deal, but I'm going to go check. All right, I just wanted to give y'all an update. I'm going to go home. I don't have any idea what time it is. I have no idea. 8:55, so just about 9 o'clock. I'm going to go home. I might take a hot bath just because if we lose water, at least I will have had one. And then I'm going to go to bed. So I'll check in with y'all tomorrow for way out. Okay, I was 239.4 on Sunday. Let's see where we're ending the week. 234.6. So not quite 5 pounds. Awesome. Good morning. It's 8:15. I made myself some French toast for breakfast. I've been wanting it, and so I decided to make it. I just did my way, and I'll insert the footage probably right before this, but I didn't talk or anything. I was about to get in the shower. I was about to get in the bathtub because I wanted to take a bath. I was too tired to do it last night, so I took it this morning. And I was like, oh, I gotta weigh in before I start drinking coffee. So, coffee. French toast. I have a super ambitious day planned. I don't know how much of it I will get done, but I need to do my employee reviews for work because those are due very soon and I don't have time to do them during work. I need to work on my You Don't Need a Budget. I need to crochet some. I have my February budget to set up because I'm going to do my first week of February on Friday. And I also want to like clean my house because I haven't been here and it needs to be cleaned. I don't know how much of that I will get done, but I'm going to start with breakfast. So I'll see you later. Okay, I haven't done a whole lot of work yet, but I'm sitting here. I turned on my fireplace. Look at my fireplace. I need to get rid of those dog pads. We don't need them anymore, but I don't know what to do with them. You can probably donate them to the shelter. And I went and made myself a steaming cup of hot chocolate. Can you see that? I don't think you can see the steam. I can see the steam, but it's not coming up. Anyway, my nephew just texted and said he's on his way to go see my mom. I don't know how I feel about that. The roads, like Nathan couldn't open his door to his car. It's frozen because it's been raining since yesterday morning and it's below freezing. So, I mean, I think most of the roads will be fine. I'm worried about the overpasses. So, I don't know. Anyway, alright, I'm going to finish the video I am watching, and then I'm going to go do some of my employee reviews. That has to get done, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay. Just got off the phone. Well, I didn't just get off the phone with the doctor. I got off the phone with a bunch of people, because my mom called me when the doctor went in there, and they've ruled out a stroke, and they don't think it's her heart, though they did find slight diastolic dysfunction, but that's not going to cause this. So they did that test they did yesterday, confirmed that there's like a narrowing of the nerve in the left side of her cervical nerves. I don't know. Narrowing of the nerve, and that's what's causing the tingling in her hands and the pain in her foot, the numbness in her foot. So they're referring her to outpatient neurosurgery, but they're wanting to start with like non-invasive like injections or something to try to help that. The swelling is because the pain is mostly also because of arthritis and swelling, and the arthritis, she can manage that with over-the-counter pain meds, but the swelling, she needs to be more consistent with her compression socks. So that's what's going on. They're going to discharge her, and fortunately, she has a very great community there in town. She's going to go to a very good friend's house because it's not safe to get down her road. She called another friend who lives down there by her, and they said don't try to come down this road today. My nephew was already on his way in to see her, so he is picking up one of his brothers, so two of my nephews, and they're gonna go run some errands in town, hopefully pick my mom up a dress or two since she won't be going home. And then she prefers dresses. I prefer not dresses. My mom prefers dresses. Who knows? Anyway, they're gonna go pick her up a couple of things, run the errands that they need to run, and then go be at the hospital for when she discharges. So I'm so thankful that it's not her heart and it's not a stroke. I'm not glad that it is a pinched nerve. It's like it is like a pinched nerve, but it's like not that she did something to damage it. It's happening naturally. So I'm not glad about that, but I'm glad to have answers and that there are things she can do to alleviate this now that we know what it is. So I'm also glad my nephew was already on his way in there and I don't have to drive over there in this ice storm. I'm not thrilled that he's driving in it, but I am glad that I don't have to. And I am so, so thankful that she has somewhere to go and doesn't have to go home by herself, because I was very worried about that. Anyway, I just said I would keep y'all updated, and so I am. I have not done anything because that call happened pretty much almost immediately after my last clip. So I'm going to get back to finishing that video so I can start my reviews. Okay, bye. Alright, y'all, I am heating up. I am making a biscuit, and then I'm going to have some of that stew Nathan made yesterday that I did not get to eat. Instead, I had literal, like, slice of roast beef and a slice of turkey and a piece of cheese because the cafeteria wasn't open for dinner. But I wanted to come on and show y'all my babies. We're just hanging out. Oh, wait, you're this way now. There's Charlie getting all curious, and Chad's hanging out, and Tyler. All three of my babies. Charlie, honey, there's a book there, baby. Do you see it? Yeah. Anyway, we're just having a very chill day. There's a dog. I have completely given up on doing reviews today. That's not going to happen. Hopefully I'll get some of the other stuff done that I want to get done, but work is not going to happen. Tried to call my mom for an update, see if the neurologist came in to talk to her. My nephew got there. I haven't heard anything since, it was about 3 hours ago now when she called me when the doctor was in there. Hi, I love you. Anyway, Charlie's very, very needy today. What's the matter, baby? What's the matter? Okay. I was just going to give you a quick video. He was sitting over by the door until I started recording, and then he popped up on the couch. Alright, I'm going to go take my biscuit out of the oven and heat up some stew, and I'll show you my lunch. Alright, stew, biscuits. I don't think I'll eat both of these, but there were only 2 left in the package. So stew and biscuits. Got some butter, and I may or may not be watching cruise videos because I'd way rather be on a cruise than dealing with the stuff I'm dealing with and the weather I'm dealing with today. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go eat my lunch. Okay, lunch is done. I finished the stew because it was delicious. I only ate one of the biscuits, so I'll save that for later. And I think I'm just gonna continue what I'm doing, which is nothing, and I'm loving it. I'm tired. I'm mentally drained from this week. Yeah, I just need to do nothing. So I'm going to do this. Hello, friends. It is Saturday Sum Up Becky here to sum up another chaotic week in the life of me. Y'all, what a roller coaster my life is. At least it's not boring. I don't know. I kind of like boring, but my life is not that. That is not my life right now. My mom came home today. It was very, very, very icy in Lampasas, which is the town where she lives. And she lives, I've shown y'all before, that hill is pretty steep, so they couldn't get down it. She was planning to go to a church friend's house to stay for a night or two until it was safe for her to go home. But then my nephew and his wife actually decided they would rather her come stay with them, so that works for me. Charlie. Anyway, so she went to stay with my nephew and his wife. I know that she will enjoy being with the kids. She includes Joey and the kids. She called me and my cousin the kids. And I was like, Ma, I'm 45. Like, I'm not the kids. But whatever. I know she will enjoy Joey's kids. So, they want her to live with them. And I think that's a fantastic idea. But my mom's not quite ready to give up her independence yet. So I've asked her to consider staying there on a trial basis and see how she thinks. The house that but Charlie's gonna knock over my stand. I have this on my gimbal. Anyway, baby, leave it. The house that they have, so her mom has, I think it's literally like a 7-bedroom house, and then they had the little house that they were living in. Both houses are paid off completely, but her mom said she couldn't afford the taxes on the big house and asked them to switch houses. So they just, like in the last week, moved back into the big house. They had been staying there previously when the kids were little, but now they've been on their own. But anyway, they're in this big house. It's got 7 bedrooms, and has a private bathroom and a private entrance for my mom, so she would have some independence, but they wouldn't charge her anything, so that would save her rent money. I wouldn't have to pay for her propane. That's obviously not my biggest concern, but it would help. It would help both of us. And my main concern is her not being able to get in and out of bed, her falling when no one is around, all of these things. I mean, like I said, she'll be 79 in a month. And while she is independent in the fact that she can move around, she can't really get in and out of bed, which is kind of a big deal. It's kind of important to be able to go to sleep. And I've purchased her stairs, like steps to get into her bed. I've purchased her the adjustable bed so she can elevate her legs and like get the fluid off of them. And I just ordered her a leg lifter, which the OT in the hospital recommended, which is, I'd never heard of it, but apparently it's something like hip and knee replacement patients use. You like hook your foot onto it and then you use your arms to lift your leg up, that's fantastic because her problem is she can't lift her left foot. She gets stuck. So they did rule out both a stroke and a heart condition. I could tell that they were really leaning toward a heart condition. They had her on restricted fluids. They had her on no added salt diet, which because I have read so many hospital intake forms and discharge packets from doing my job, I know what that means. And they didn't say anything, but they did do an echocardiogram of her heart, and the reason they admitted her, I think, is because they found water on her lungs after a chest x-ray in the ER. It's been a whole thing, y'all. She was in the hospital for 2 nights, and she's home now. But what they found, I'm gonna write. Hang on, the doctor called. My mom put me on speakerphone when the doctor called, and I took notes. Cervical spine. They did a CTA yesterday, and I don't know what that stands for, but it's like an in-depth view of like the veins and areas in your neck. So in her cervical spine, there's a narrowing of the nerve on the left side, and that's what's causing the tingling in her left hand and her left foot. But they said, and they're going to refer her to a neurosurgeon for that. Which that's scary sounding, but they said for somebody her age, they don't typically do invasive procedures. They like to start with non-invasive, so they'll probably do something like injections. So we'll see how that goes. And then they also referred her to home health. I have her set up on my home health agency that I work for. But that was when she lived in her house. Now if she's going to my nephew's house, I have to make sure we can cover out that far. It's only 15 miles beyond where my mom lives, but 15 miles in home health could be the difference between therapy and no therapy, so we'll have to see. And then so home health for therapy and neurosurgeon for the spine issues, the narrowing. So I'm thankful that it's not her heart, because my grandmother had CHF, and that's congestive heart failure. He said there is some slight something going on, but it's not as bad. So now that I have given y'all an in-depth, detailed analysis of what's going on with my mom, thanks for listening. I needed to talk about that. Apparently I didn't know. That's what's going on with her. I'm hoping that she will agree to stay with Joe and Jess at least for a month or 2 until she can get in and out of bed. But Joey said they could move everything from her house into their house and it'll be good. Back to me. This is my selfish year. Back to me. I have been staying warm, at least mentally, this very, very cold day, by focusing on what I want to do for my cruise. So I shared my cruise with my wine ladies. At least 2 of them are going to be coming as well, and maybe more, we'll see, but at least 2 are going to come. So I've been looking at all the ports, because these are
ports I have never been to. Which ones I can walk off and do something, which ones it's better to book an excursion. I do have a $200 shore excursion credit, so I will book something, but I don't know what. It sounds like the majority of them, I don't need to book anything, which is lovely. I'll just walk around the ports. So that's what I've been doing. I've been daydreaming about next February when I go on that cruise. And that's all I've done. I have done literally nothing today other than like talk to my mom, talk to my nephew, and look at shore excursion stuff. I've been chatting with Liz over from Budget and Balance. You should check out Liz's channel if you're into spreadsheets. She does spreadsheet budgeting. So we've been chatting back and forth about the storms in our respective areas. It sounds like for her it's just a normal winter storm, but 12 inches of snow sounds like an awful lot to me in Texas. Here it's just cold. It's been rainy and sleety. Where my mom lives, the reason they couldn't get down her road, it's only 45 minutes from here, but it's very different weather. Like, it was very icy, very cold. They had thunder sleet today, which is something I have never heard of, but it's like a thunderstorm, but with sleet instead of rain. And apparently it was really, really bad there. So I'm very, very, very glad my mom is not going home alone because of that hill. Like, an ambulance couldn't get down there if they needed to. Back to me again. Sorry, it's hard for me to focus. This is why I dedicated a whole year to selfishness. Doesn't come naturally to me. I weighed out today at 234.6. So I was 239.4 at the start of the week, 234.6 at the end of the week. That is a total loss of 4.8 pounds this week. To be fair, I was up at the beginning of the week, so I was very bloated and retaining a lot of water, but 4.8 pounds is what the scale says, so I'm claiming it and I'm taking it. I think that's everything that I am going to go over today. It is 7:06, so I am going to get the second half of my footage compiled. I haven't put anything in here since Wednesday, shockingly. I've been a little busy. So I'm going to try to get the second half of my footage compiled and get this in there and get this up for y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the people who have been praying for my mom and for thinking of us. I appreciate all of you. And thank you for watching this video and hanging out with me this week. Do you have any fun plans for cruises or vacations coming up? Keep me warm, keep me entertained. I need something to take my mind off all of this cold and the stress of my mom. And also, how are you holding up in this winter storm? I know it's covering like half the country. It's not just here in Texas, and it's not just in PA and New York. I hope you're all staying safe and warm and dry. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you leave me, and subscribe to come along with me and check out all of my chaotic lifeness. I love you, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.